Next we're going to remove the alternator. There's a little boot here you can peel back, and it has a nut that we're going to take off next. So you need to hold one side with the wrench and get the other side. Next we have a mounting bolt back here. It's 15 millimeter. Mounting nut rather. Next we have this brace for the alternator. It attaches to the back of the engine. I believe this is the purge solenoid. It's kind of in the way. It's being held on by a 10 millimeter bolt. So we're going to remove this. Okay, now we can get in here and get this bolt. It's a 13. Sorry, it's kind of tight. I can't really get you guys in here. Now we can take the brace off. Next we have this top bolt on top of the alternator. See if I can get my impact in there. Now we have this guy right here. Next guy is right below it. Alright, got one right here. Okay, so I want to take off this coil pack bracket next, and I think looks like we have one bolt there and that really long stud, and then we have another one right there, that stud right there. I think that's it. I'm gonna take those off and see what happens. Sometimes you just gotta see what happens. Here's the bottom one. So this pulley's kind of in the way, so I'm going to take it off. This pulley is kind of in the way too, so I'm going to take this one off as well. Okay, I'm going to take this tensioner off. There's a 13 millimeter holding it on. Okay, so now we can get to this bolt. Kind of an awkward angle. Well, hopefully it gets loose enough where I can get it out by hand. So now this should come off. Well, I'm gonna have to take this stud out because luckily I can take it out by hand. Take this one out too. There's this big electrical connector in the back. So this connector has a little bolt holding it on, 7 millimeter. There we go. Let's just take this out of there. Next we're going to remove these heater hoses coming out of the engine. want to try to twist it to break that seal. Yep, there we go. Okay, that's one. Push that out of the way. Again, we want to break this seal by just grabbing it and twisting it back and forth. There we go. It should come off. So next we're going to take up this big bracket thing where the heater hoses go in. 15 millimeter. There's these tubes inside that go into the engine block. You just have to pull out, and then it should come right off. Spill a little bit of coolant. Okay, so now I'm going to disconnect the fuel injectors. Okay, so here I'm disconnecting the fuel injectors, like I said, and other electrical connectors around the throttle body and various vacuum lines. There's a lot of little connectors and vacuum lines here to disconnect, and it just would have taken too much time to go through each one individually. So just disconnect all of them and be very organized and know where everything goes back. Some of the electrical connectors and stuff I can't get to because the fuel line and fuel rail's in the way. So I'm going to disconnect these fuel lines. If you want a more in-depth look at how to do that, watch my video of how to disconnect fuel lines, which I'll put an annotation up. But I'm going to do that now. Just push this in. So now I'm going to take off the fuel rail mounting bolts. There's a couple of 10s around, and I think this is a 13. Just go around the fuel rail and find them. They're in the corners. Here's one. Looks like the EGR valve's in the way. I'm going to have to take that off next. Okay, so we're at the EGR valve. Let's disconnect it. It's a little electrical connector right here. And these lines we took off before in this little holder right here. Let's just take these out of there. So it looks like there's a 10 on this side, and I'm not sure what else, but let me take that off first. There's a 10 right in here. Little wiring harness. So then just loosen the bleeder screw. You see that air shoot out? Still got air in this line.